just going to explore the basics of ArcMap, which is a GIS software. So we are basically going to talk about how to create basic geological maps. So maybe you've been asked or you collected data about a certain district, or let's say a certain region. You want to create a map about that region. Yeah, so basically that's what we are going to do. So maybe I want to create the map of Ashanti region where I want to know the roads, the rivers, the towns, its capital, and everything about Ashanti region. GIS, which is ArcMap. ArcMap will enable you to do that. So basically that's what we are going to do. We are going to learn how to clip, georeference, digitize, and also we are going to explore how to use spatial data. So maybe let's say you've collected data about yield of a particular locality and you want to generate that in the form of a map. Yeah, we are going to look at all those. We are going to reclassify projects and all that. So we are going to start, but before that, I want to show you certain things, certain basic tools in Excel, certain things you in I said in ArcMap. So in ArcMap, we have the table of contents. So usually most of the things you apply, most of the things that will apply in this window will appear in the table of contents. So if let's say you want to add something in here and you don't see that thing in the table of contents, meaning that it hasn't been added, so you have to check. Again, we have the catalog. So the catalog is basically everything most of the data I'll be bringing in to work with. I'll take it from the catalog. I have my search button in here too. I can search for whatever I want to search for. So I've pinned these two because usually I'll be using them a lot. So I've pinned them. Now, because I'll be working with a particular folder, I have connected the folder to ArcMap. So in order to do that, you just come to your catalog. You can see connect to folder. Then just navigate to the folder you want to connect to. Then you connect. But I've already done that. So I'm going to use the Gloria underscore GIS folder. I'm going to work there. So I've connected that folder. So everything it's in here. So ArcMap also has these tabs, most of which contains several tools, and most of the thing I'll be working with them. So as time goes on, you'll see some of the things I do. All right. So we are going to give ourselves a task. Then based on the task, we'll learn some of these functions. Yeah. So basically, let's just go ahead and start. So I want to create, let's say, a map of let me just okay. So I want to let's say create a map of central. Let me start with a district. Let's say I want to create a map of a certain district. And in that district, I want to know the rivers in the district, the towns in the district, so rivers, towns, let's say the roads. I want to know the names of the towns. I want to know the names of the district, the major district, the capital towns, and all that. So let's basically do that. So in order to do that, there are two ways to bring in data. It's either you come directly to the catalog in here, then you drag those data to your workspace, or you go to File, Add Data, then again Add Data, then you move to the folder. So since I'm working in the Gloria underscore GIS folder, which is up here, then I'll come to ArcGIS projects. Then over here, I can select as many data I want to bring in based on my preference or based on what I want to show, right? Or I can as well just come here, locate the folder. So this is the folder, ArcGIS project. So I collapse this, then I access whatever data I want to bring in. So you can see in here, we have the boundary, we have the districts, we have the highway, we have railway, we have roads, regions, roads, rivers, soil types, and more. So I want the soft life. So I want soft life. So I'm going to go through the soft process in doing that. So first of all, I'll go to my file. I go to my add data, then again add data. Then I've already opened the ArcGIS project. So I'm going to add whatever I want to add. So since I'm creating the a map of great what district did I want. So I will find out the district I want to do later. But since it's about a district, automatically I would like to bring in a district. So then I want to show the district capital. So I select district capital. I hold the control. I select districts. I don't want to show the geology and all this. Okay, so I just want to show. I also want to show. Okay, over here I don't want to show anything. I want to show region. No, I want to show rivers. So I hold the control and select rivers as well. I want to show the towns. So I select the towns. Yeah. Is that all I want? Yes. So I think that's the only thing I want to show. And I just go to add. This prompt will just come. I'm just going to, okay. I want to work in WGS, but and my destiny is in GCS Legon. So I'm going to, but yours, I think is going to, if yours is already in WGS, leave it like that and work. But mine, I'm going to change mine. So after adding, you realize that everything has been added. So my district capital, my towns, my rivers. I think my roads. Okay, so I do not get the roads. So I can just go here, look for roads. Yeah, there's roads. And I can just drag it in here. So I have my rows as well. All right. So what you can do is, yes, so everything is in here. So, but I want to check the arrangements. Now, in GIS, we arrange the data sets based on points, then you move to lines, then finally to polygons. So these two are points, so they come first. These two are lines, then finally a polygon. So since it's already arranged in that order, I'm going to leave it that way. Now, I want to show a certain district. So I'm going to select the districts in the table of contents. Then you right click on the districts. You go to open attribute table. Then all the districts, so these are all the districts in Ghana. All the districts in Ghana, they have been shown here. So let's say that I want to show Ketu North. Ketu North, yes, this is what I want to show. Ketu North. I want to work with Ketu North. I'll just select this small box in here. Right, then I click on this zoom over here. I'm just going to click here. Then I can go ahead and close the attribute table. Realize that Ketu North has been highlighted over here. But I want that alone. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to right click on districts. Then I'll go to data, export data. Then over here, output, I'm going to leave the exports this side. I'll leave it, just leave it as selected feature. Then output feature class, just select click on the folder over there. Then locate the folder you are working in. So since I'm working in here, I'll just come here. If it's the first time you are working with GIS, you have to create a file, or you have to create a geodatabase, right? But if you've already been working with this thing, you just have to locate one of your geodatabase and working. But since it's the first time I've downloaded this software and I'm using it, I have to create a new file. So I'll name it as Ketu, no, let me just do it NR, right? So this is my new geodatabase. So some of you have already created yours, so you just have to work in there. Then I'll save it as, since I'm creating a map of Ketu North, I'm going to save it as Ketu North. I use an underscore because ArcGIS does not, GIS wasn't, ArcMap does not allow spacing when you are naming. But you can do that later on. But in here, you can't, it doesn't allow for spacing. I'm just going to leave my save as type this way, then I'm going to save it. Then, okay. So it will take, do you want to export? Yes. So it will take some time. Okay, so it has appeared. This is Ketu North. So now I can uncheck the districts. Then I can zoom Ketu North to layer. Yes. So now this is Ketu North. Now you can see that. Now you can see that the Ketu North has been highlighted alone, but the rivers, the towns, and district capital and all that are like are so many on it. But I want that for only the Ketu North. So I'm going to clip the roads, the towns, and whatever onto Ketu North alone. So in order for you to clip, you just have to come to geoprocessing. We select geoprocessing, then clip. Now your input feature. So your input feature will be whatever you want to clip. So first of all, I want to clip district capitals. So you select district capital. Then the clip feature is what you are clipping onto. So I'm clipping onto the Ketu North district. Then I can save it. So I'm going to select this folder here. Then I'll locate the folder I'm working in. So I think I'm working here, right? Yeah. So I can just go ahead and name it. So that was district capital. So I have district underscore capital. In order for this to be different from the first one over there so that I can see, I'll just put, let's say, A closer to it so that I'll know that this is the clipped version. So I'm just going to save it. Then again, I'm going to OK. Now it will start clipping. It will start clipping, but you could see so you can see that it has clip, it has given you a notification. So sometimes clip can fail, right? But since the clip is successful, I can go ahead and work. So when I come to my table of contents, you can see that you have two district capitals, right? Now, this is the clipped version, the one I placed in A. So I'm going to uncheck this one because I do not need it. Then you can either drag it. Usually, I prefer dragging it down, but some people can prefer to remove it. If you want to remove it, you just right-click, then remove. But I prefer to just drag it down, check it and drag it down. So I've clipped that of district capitals. So you continue clipping for the remaining one. So let's clip for towns. So I go to geoprocessing, clip. Now input feature, what I want to clip. So I want to clip towns. Output feature, what am I clipping onto? I'm clipping onto Ketu North. Then the folder over here, output feature class, in order for me to save it. So I'm going to save it, towns. Then again, I'm going to put A by it to differentiate it from the initial one. Then OK. So it's going to take, you can see that it's clipping. So clips are successful. This is it, right? So I'm going to uncheck the first one and I'll just drag it down. Just as I said, I prefer to drag it down. So geoprocessing again, clip. Then I move on to rivers. Okay, so let me click for roads. So roads onto Ketu North. Then again, I save it. So I'm going to save it as roads A, save it, then okay. You can see that it's clipping in here, right? Yeah, so it has clipped roads. Then I drag it down. What am I left with? Rivers. So geoprocessing, clip. My input feature is going to be my rivers. Then my output feature is going to be Ketu North. Then I'm going to save it. So I'm going to save it as well. Rivers A. Save. Then okay. Do I have it in here? So yes, clip successful. So rivers. So I'm just going to uncheck this and I drag it down. So now I have my towns district. Yeah, so I have everything in here. So you realize that when you check your workspace, you only have towns, rivers, roads only on the Ketu boundary. You don't have anything outside. All right. So the rest is just aesthetic. I'm just going to beautify this thing. You can do so many things to this. So let's say I want to, since rivers are blue, I want to make my river blue. So I'm just going to select this, right click on it. I'm just going to right click on it. Then I come to properties. Then I move from properties, I'm going to symbology. So over here, I'll look for symbol. So it is symbology. Then I'm going to change the color in here. I'll just select here. Then let's say I choose river, or you can just come here and change the color to blue. I'm going to leave my weight as 1. Then okay. Then I'll apply. Then okay again. So now I have the rivers as blue. Now I want to change the roads to black. So I can either click on this line or again. So let's say I can either double click here. It brings me directly to this side. Then I go ahead and change it here. Or you can just select on the roads, right click, properties. Then you come to symbology again. You select here. Then road. So let's say I'm going to choose a major road. or I can just come here and change the color to black, then okay. I apply, then okay again. So my roads have been shown. I do not like the width, it's too big. So I'm just going to go back there or double click here. The width is 1 point, so I'm just going to reduce it to 1. Okay, yeah, I think I prefer this. Now the towns, I'm going to change how my towns also appear. So I'm just going to right click on it, again, properties, then to symbology. Then I'll select this. Then I'm going to just choose any point. So I prefer this, and I prefer yellow. Yes, I prefer yellow. Okay, then the size is also too big for me, so I'm just going to reduce the size. Just going to reduce the size to, let's say, 9. Then okay, then I'm going to apply it, then okay again. Yes, I think I like this. Then the district capital, I want to make it stand alone, so I'm just going to right click again, properties, to symbology. I'm going to select this again. I'll select this, but this time around, to identify that, I'm going to make that one red, then okay, apply, okay. Okay, so I think the size is too big for me, so I'm going to reduce the size to, okay, 14. Okay, yeah, so I think I like it this way. Now I'm going to change I want to show the labels of my town. So I want to show what each town represents. So in order to show the labels, I'm just coming to towns, then I right click on towns, then I go to label feature. So when I label the feature, the various labels have been shown. Yeah, so this what each town represents has been shown. I'm also going to do that for the district capital. So I'm going to select this, right click, and I'm going to label feature. Yeah, then that one, but I want that one to stand alone, like it should be visible enough. So I'm going to right click on district capital, properties, then I'll come to labels, label. And over here, I can increase the size. So let's say 14, apply. Okay, so you see this is showing, so I can just come to okay. Then I have this. Now, the background, I want to make the background hollow. That's for the Ketu. So this Ketu, I can just double click here. Then I select hollow here. Or you can just go through the long process by right clicking this, going to properties. Then again, you come to symbology, select this, then you make it hollow. Then I'm going to increase the width to 2, then okay, apply, okay. I think I prefer the map this way. Now, this isn't a map. Since, a map should have a legend, it should have a scale, it should have a legend, it should have a scale. It should also have not arrow, and also you should have maybe a title. Yes, so you have to add all there is something I didn't say initially. So in ArcMap we have the data view, we have data view, and we have the layout view. So wherever you add your data, like this workspace you can see currently is the data view. So it edits various things in the data view. Now if you want to create a map out of this, that's adding your legend, and you have to switch to the layout view. In order to switch to the layout view, you can go ahead and do there are 2 ways in switching. You can first of all come to anything, we show the long method first before the short. So you can come to view, then you can see data view and layout view. So you select layout view, then it simply changes to layout view. If you want to go back, you can just come and click on data view, it takes you back. Or when you come down to your workspace, you can see these 2 buttons. When I put the cursor on this, you can see data view. When I put the cursor on this, you can see layout view. So I can simply click on this one, it takes me to layout view. If I want to go back, I can simply come and click here, and it takes me to data view. So any of the 2 goes, it depends on you, right? So I'm just going to go to view, then layout view, right? But just as I said, we usually create maps with landscape, right? Landscape. So this is portrait. So I want to change this to landscape. So when I went to layout view, my layout view, should I call it two. Yes, my layout two has been it's being shown, so I can access whatever I want to access over here. So I want to change it to landscape. So I will just come here. The second icon from my right, right? It shows change layout. So I click on it. Then over here, I'm going to choose ISO A4 landscape. Yes, so I'm going to choose landscape. Then I'm going to just click on finish. So it changes to landscape for me. Now you can just explore. So this zoom to whole page. No, I don't want to zoom to. Let me see. What is the zoom? Fix zoom in. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use this. All right, so I have this. I'm going to work here. Let's work here. Let's just work with this window. We can also see that the labels, the town labels are not that visible, right? So I can, if I want to edit that, I just come to towns. All right, click on the towns. I go to properties, then labels. Yeah, then I can maybe increase it to, let's say, 11. Then I can apply, then okay. I think let me come back to data view and see. I think this is better. Yeah, this is better. So let's go back. So now I want to add our legend and everything we want to add. So in order to do that, just come to insect. Then you can see not arrow. So not arrow. And I'm going to select the not arrow of my choice and okay. So the not arrow has been added. I'm just going to increase the size. Then move it to, let me move it here. But I can also increase my working area. So let me just do that. Yeah, let me just do this. Okay. So I'm going to increase this a bit. Then I'm going to position that here. I think this is cool for me. Yeah, I think this is cool for me. And I can add my scale. So I go to insert, then scale bar. So I add my scale. I'm going to choose, let me choose this. Okay. And I'm just going to position that here. But I want to work on my scale. So I'm going to right click on it. Then I go to properties. So over here, I want to make my scale, the writings bold. Let's apply and see. Okay, yeah. And I want to increase the writings a little. So let me take it to 12. Let me apply. Okay, so I think this is okay. But I do not want how it appears. So I'll just come to scale and units. I'm going to change the number of divisions. Depending on your own preference, I want the number of divisions to be 3. Then I'm going to number of subdivisions. I don't want any subdivision. Then the units, I'm changing the units to kilometers. So kilometers. Label position. I want the label position. Okay, it should be after bar, no problem. But if you want to change this, you can just select any of them. Then I think show one division. No, I don't want this. think the rest are cool, so I can just apply. Then I can just go to okay. Yeah, so I think I like my scale. I like my scale. Then the next thing is for me to add my legend. So in order to add the legend again, I go to the insert legend. Now, over here, you realize that the legend is giving me AAA, but these things are not necessary on the map. So let me just go back. And now I can come and edit the names in here. So I just right click on it. You can just right click on it. Go to properties. Then go to general. Then change the name. So I just want it as towns. Yeah, it should be a proper label. Okay. Then I come here to, I can sometimes, you can just you can just left click one, you can just click once on it and edit it over there, or repeat the same process I did for the first one. Then now I'll just going to do for I think this one to drop the hyphen there. So let me just use the hyphen now and then just apply. Okay. Yes, I think I want. So now I can go ahead and insert my legend. And I also want my towns to come before my this thing. Yes, so I think I want it this way. So I can go to insert, then legend. Okay, so now
You can see these are everything in your table of contents, and these are your legend items. So if I want to remove something over here, I just select it, and I'm going to use this arrow to move it to the side. If I want something isn't here and I want to bring it here, I'm just going to select that thing and use, let's say, this arrow to bring it in. Now, most of the times the things that appear here in the legend items are the things that are checked in here, right? So I set number of columns in your legend. I just want one column. Let's say if you want several columns, you can change it here, but I just want this, so I can just go to next. Then over here, I like the settings over here. It's up to you. I can go to next, next again. Then over here, I'm going to change the Ketu North, the area. So I just select Ketu North. Then I change the area to, I'm going to change to a natural area. A natural area. Yeah. No, natural area. Okay, so I think I want this. Then over here, I still can just go to next, then finish. So my legend has been added. Let me just expand it a little bit. Let me reduce the size. Yeah, I think my this is cool. But if you still want to work on the legend, you can just select the legend, right click, properties, then you can edit the legend. So let's say you come to items. I can make it, you can decide to make it bold or whatever. So let's say you can decide to make it, but if, in order to make it to affect everything over there, you have to select all. Then maybe you make it bold. You come here to increase the size or whatever. But me, for me, I like, for this particular work, I like everything this way. I'm just going to leave it. Then now you can add a title as well. So again, insert, then title. Then you type. So let's say map map of K2, map of K2 North. Okay. But the so you can just, I want to edit, so I can just select it. I right click on it, properties. Then I come to text, and I can increase the size over. So I can just go to change symbol. Then I can increase the size. So let me make the size, let's say 24. Then I'll make it bold. Then okay, apply. Let me just, okay, so I think I like it this way. And okay. So this is my map. One more thing, the map should have what we call the graphical, so usually what people call it as grids, so that you know your location at each point. So in order to do that, you come to view, then you move to data frame properties. Then over here, you come to grid. Then you create a new grid. You leave the name as graphical. Then you make sure you've selected this graphical device map by meridians and power. Yeah, you choose so next. Yeah, so in here, I'm just going to select labels only. So labels only. Then over here, it's it's up to you to know. You should know the map you're creating, the coordinates of the map, yeah, to adjust these things. But you can try them, maybe try and error in order to. But because I've been doing this thing for quite a long time, place parallel every. I'm going to leave here at 0 degrees. I'm going to make here 10 minutes, then 30 seconds for the latitude, and then prime and the for this for the longitude. Okay, I'm also going to leave the longitude this way. Yeah, so you can be playing around it, but it simply means adding latitude and longitudes. Sometimes you can adjust this thing and you will not receive any longitudes or latitudes around. Okay, yeah, but make sure labels only is checked in here. Then I'm going to leave for K2 North, I'm going to leave it this way. Then next, over here, I'm just going to edit my text over here. So I'm going to change the 6 to 14, and I'm going to make it bold. Then okay, and then next. Then place, I'm going to select this. Then next. Okay, so finish. Yeah, so the graphical has been created. I can just apply. And realize that my graph, then I just go to okay. Now my graphicals they are outside, so I have to adjust them to get them into the map. Yeah. But you can see that my articles are like all over the map, but I don't want it this way, so I'm going to edit that. So I'm just going to, again, I'm going to view data frame properties. Then since the graphical has already been created, I just go to properties again, and I can edit from this side. So in here, I'll come to labels. No, sorry, axis. Then major divisions. I just want that of the left and the bottom. So I'll uncheck the top and the right. Subdivisions. So I want that of the left and the bottom. So I'll uncheck the top and the right. Then I remain the rest. I'm going to leave it that way. Then, okay, display text. Yeah, I want the text should be outside. Then I'll come to interior labels. Show interior grid labels. So I will leave it unchecked. Then I'll come to labels. Now, which of the axes should I label? Just label. I want the label for just the left and the bottom. So I'm going to uncheck the two. Then label orientation. I want the label orientation for just the left. Should be left. The label orientation should be left. Then I'm just going to apply. Then okay. Then I apply again. Then okay. You realize that now I just have labels at the left. You realize initially they were horizontal this way, but they've been slanted this way to fit my map. And I have labels here. So now I can just go ahead and maybe adjust the sizes a little bit. Just the sizes a little bit. And I have my map this way. So the next thing for me, I've just created a map. I have to export the map. So I just go to file, then export map. So I'm going to export my map as JPEG or whatever. Since I want, you can do at PDF, but I want it at JPEG. Then the resolution, I'm going to leave the resolution at 300. If you have to change the resolution, you can change the resolution. Then I will navigate to where I want to say, so desktop. Then I navigate to the folder. So let's say this is the folder I was working in. So I'm just going to save it here. Then I'll save it as, let's say, Ketu. Let me just save it as Ketu. Then I can just go ahead and save it. So this is the map of Ketu. We successfully created a map of Ketu. This is the image and this is how it looks like.